Welcome! Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the magic that makes all your favorite apps work. We're talking about the simple but super powerful math symbols that are the real building blocks of pretty much all code.
You ever stop and think about that? How your food delivery app adds up your total with tax and tip in like a split second? Or how a game keeps track of your score perfectly? It all comes down to these basic math operations happening behind the scenes at lightning speed.
And here's the best part. You already know almost all of this stuff. Seriously, we're just learning how to say it in a way a computer understands. We're learning to speak Python so it can do all the heavy lifting for us. That's right. Every complex calculation you can imagine, from your bank balance to a weather forecast, it all boils down to just 7 fundamental symbols. We're going to go through every single one, and we'll start with the ones you see every day. So, let's ease into this. Start on familiar ground. These first 4 operators are the absolute bedrock of arithmetic, whether you're punching numbers into a calculator or writing your very first line of Python code. First up, the good old plus sign. Just like you learned in elementary school, it's for adding things together. Let's see how it looks in the code. In Python, you literally just write 10 plus 5. The computer sees that, knows exactly what you mean, and bam, it gives you 15. It's clean, it's simple, it's exactly what you'd expect. Next, of course, is the minus sign. Its job is to find the difference between 2 numbers. And again, look how simple this is. The code is just the math. You type 10 minus 5, you get a result of 5. There are no surprises here, which is great when you're trying to build something solid. Okay, now for multiplication, there's a small twist. In programming, we don't use the X symbol. Instead, we use the asterisk. You know, the little star symbol. That's how you tell Python to multiply. So when you type 10 times 5, you're telling the computer, hey, give me 10 times 5. And the result is, of course, 50. The concept is identical, just a slightly different symbol. And our last of the big 4 is division, which is just a forward slash. Now here's a really key detail you gotta remember about Python. This operator always gives you a result with a decimal point. In the programming world, we call that a float. So check this out. Even though 10 divides perfectly by 2, Python gives us 5.0, not just 5. That little 0.0 is important. It shows that Python is trying to be as precise as possible. And that idea leads us perfectly into our next set of tools. Because, let's be real, sometimes you don't want the decimal. Sometimes you need to know how many times a number fits in completely, or you need to know what's left over. Well, Python has 2 special operators just for that. This one here, with the double slash, is called floor division. Its whole job is to do the division and then just chop off everything after the decimal point. It always rounds down. So if you do 10 divided by 3, we know that 3 goes into 10 3 whole times, with a little bit left over, right? Well, floor division doesn't care about the leftover part. It just gives you the 3. Think of it like asking, how many full boxes can I pack? But what if the leftover part is all you care about? That's where the modulus operator, the percent sign, comes in. And I'm telling you, this little guy is a secret weapon. It doesn't give you the result of the division, it gives you only the remainder. It's how you check if a number is even or odd, or create cool patterns in games. It's incredibly useful. Let's make this super easy. Imagine you have 10 slices of pizza to share with 3 friends. Everybody gets 3 full slices, right? But what's still sitting on the plate? That one lonely slice, that's your remainder. And that's exactly what the modulus operator calculates. When you type 10% 3, you're just asking the computer, hey, after you divide 10 by 3, what's the leftover pizza slice? And the answer is 1. It's as simple as that. All right, we've got one final core operator to get through. This one's all about making numbers grow really, really fast. We're talking about exponents, or raising a number to the power of something else. To do this in Python, you just use 2 asterisks right next to each other. This tells the computer to take the first number and multiply it by itself the number of times specified by the second number. So, if you see 3 squared, that's just the Python way of saying 3 to the power of 2, or 3 squared. It just means 3 times 3, which gives us 9. Easy enough, right? Okay, so we have all 7 of our operators now. But what happens if we mix them all up in one long calculation? How does Python know what to do first? Well, just like in math class, it follows a very strict set of rules. You might remember PEMDAS from school. Python follows a very similar logic. It'll always solve whatever is in parentheses first, no exceptions. Then it handles any exponents. After that, and this is a key part, it does all the multiplication and division type operators, just going from left to right. Finally, it cleans everything up with addition and subtraction, again, from left to right. It follows this order every single time, so your results are always predictable. And really, that's it. 7 simple symbols. But from calculating the total in a shopping cart to charting a course to Mars, it all starts right here with these fundamental building blocks. So the only question left is, what are you going to build first?